Ukilinganisha na soko zingine ambazo ziko katika Nairobi, utapata kwamba soko ya Muthurwa ndio tunalipa pesa mingi zaidi.
Kwa hii soko sasa hivi hata mkizunguka utapata hakuna kitu kama choo.
The location is very conducive with the business.
Maripo ya license ni kidogo ukikompare na ile ya outside the market.
Shida iliyoko hapa ni kuogopa City Council. Unafungua lakini City Council nao ndio hawa.
Na South B wanajua fairly well hakuna soko wametujengea mahali popote ati wanaweza sema ati kuna soko wametupea.
These are only a few of the thousands of voices from Kenyans on the crucial role of markets if properly managed. Millions of livelihoods would improve and our economy would benefit a great deal. The markets have been and continue to be an engine of growth. And as His Excellency President Mwai Kibaki put it during the opening of Muthurwa Market, the development of markets will continue all over the country as one way of empowering small-scale traders to play a key role in national development and poverty reduction.
Kenya tumesahau kufanya biashara, kufanya kazi. Sisi tumezoea siasa tunayopenda ni siasa ya kwenda tu mahali kuhutubiwa, alafu jioni yake ndio mtu mmoja awaambieni jioni tuna pesa kidogo hapa. Na tunataka kila mwananchi awe na nafasi ya biashara, ya ukulima, ya kila kitu.
According to the Poverty Reduction Strategy Paper, PRSP, the Local Authority Transfer Fund will strengthen the ability of the local authorities to play a pivotal role in the fight against poverty and the achievement of Vision 2030.
That all ministries dutifully implement the flagship projects highlighted in both the Vision 2030 document and the first medium-term plan, as well as those that will be implemented in the subsequent medium-term plans.
The Office of the Deputy Prime Minister and Ministry of Local Government is mandated to oversee the operations of 175 local authorities in Kenya under the Local Government Act Cap 165 of the Laws of Kenya. The local authorities include 1 city council, 45 municipal councils, 67 county councils and 62 town councils. The ministry's efforts are guided by the mission to facilitate local authorities to achieve good governance and improved service delivery for enhanced socio-economic development.
There is now absolute recognition in the entire government that you make a very significant contribution to the economy of this country, both in terms of job creation and in terms of feeding many mouths throughout the Republic.
The vision of the ministry, therefore, is to have viable, autonomous, accountable, and responsive local authorities.
For the local government sector to be able to be in tandem with the modern ways of management, we have to automate all the local authorities, particularly in terms of computerization. All their processes, we've actually asked them that all of them must automate by the end of this financial year, June this year. Part of the performance indicators is the level of automation, so that they'll be able to qualify for LATIF.
To enable the local authorities realize their mission, the Local Authorities Transfer Fund (LATIF) was established through the LATIF Act No. 8/98. Specifically, the LATIF Act aims to improve service delivery, improve financial management, and reduce outstanding debts. The Office of the Deputy Prime Minister and Ministry of Local Government Strategic Plan of 2003 to 2008 established a number of goals, objectives, and the necessary strategies to realize improved urban living conditions and management of service delivery. This is in line with the central government's economic recovery strategy, which emphasizes public sector efficiency and effectiveness in respect of resource utilization.
While we have been able to contain expenditures, we have been able to reallocate towards the capital expenditures, away from recurrent expenditures towards capital expenditures, and more broadly from the non-core programs of the government towards the core poverty programs, as well as to the social sectors, the health, education, and to the economic sectors as well.
One of the areas of importance in realizing this plan includes zoned hawking, which falls under Markets Development Department.
The department is also charged with the responsibility of ensuring that all the existing portfolio, all markets in this country, over 6,000 markets, are restructured, and that facilities in those markets are conducive, enhance business development.
The core functions of the Markets Development Department include ensuring that operations are based on a firm policy framework, establishing a planning framework for market development activities, securing funding for market development, collaborating with stakeholders in market development, preparing market projects for implementation, ensuring that markets are restructured for enhanced operational efficiency, and facilitating wholesale and retail market development. According to a recent economic survey, there are 7.54 million hawkers in the country, majority of who operate in urban settings. Nairobi City alone has more than 642,000 hawkers.
Soko kama Masai Market ni soko ambayo inaweza saidia hata watoto wakitoka shule wanapata sehemu zile wanaweza fanya kazi juu. Vitu zile zinatengenezwa kwa soko ni vitu tunatengeza wenyewe tukitumia raw materials zetu wenyewe. Kila kitu ni Kenyan made, Kenyan products. Na watalii wengi, hata ukiangalia kwenye soko utapata watalii wanakuja wengi pia, na hakuna mtalii atakuja Kenya asitake kuja kwa soko.
The Office of the Deputy Prime Minister and Ministry of Local Government takes cognizance of the important role played by hawkers in our economic development. Accordingly, it has outlined priority areas for immediate attention. Some of the areas to address, among other needs of the hawkers, include shelter and other facilities necessary to improve on their small businesses. Under this dispensation, Markets Development Department was established with a mandate to develop wholesale and retail markets in Kenya's urban areas. The markets fall under four main categories, namely wholesale hubs, wholesale markets, retail markets, and hawkers markets. The markets are further divided into types such as livestock markets, fish markets, tourist markets, textile markets, horticulture markets, and mixed markets. These markets, which could be an engine for growth towards realizing Kenya's attainment of Vision 2030, have been found out to be of want in many areas, which the MDD is now dealing with. The status of this key sector of the economy is characterized by unhealthy, germ-infested conditions, lack of designated trading spaces, lack of management systems, lack of appropriate technology, garbage menace, lack of stakeholder consultation, lack of plowback of revenue for repairs and maintenance, and human resource inadequacies.
Tunaona shida ile kubwa sana ni kama tunaweza kaletwa pahali pamoja na hali tumejegewa, kwa sababu wakati ile kunanyesha tunapata tabu sana, hata kukiwa na customer kuanza kunyesha, hata saa hii customer wote wanapotea na sisi vitu nyingi zinaharibika sana sana. Wale wanauza vitu hii ya painting au maguo, ikinyeshewa inatoka rangi, na hiyo kitu ilikuwa umenunua hauwezi kuiuza tena, itakuwa ni hasara kubwa sana. Kwa hivyo tungeomba kama hii ministry tunasikia ile inaangalia soko ya watu wa Masai, kama serikali yetu inaweza kutuangalia, watujengee pahali, at least tuwe na pahali tunakaa.
There are more than 35 markets across the country currently under the modernization program. Altogether, these markets provide employment to more than thousands of people and generating more than 70% of local authorities' revenue.
Huwa tunajaribu kutumia ile nafasi kidogo ambayo iko. Lakini kulingana na wale watu ambao wanamaliza mashule, wengine wanatoka colleges, wengine wanafutwa kazi. Wote huwa wanakuja kujiunga na sisi kama informal sector.
The intended place, open space which was meant to be used for extension of the stalls, somehow had been grabbed. And so the congestion is more. It is our plea that the government should come in so that we can reduce the congestion of the market, so that these our people who are stallless will be able to get somewhere to work and to earn their living.
In the pursuit of modernizing the markets for profitability and employment creation, the Markets Development Department faces some challenges which include poor hygienic and health standards, lack of space which leads to overcrowding. And despite the markets contributing over 70% of local authorities' revenue, they are faced with low capacity staff.
Upande wa choo ni chafu, na tungeomba hata kama ni city council waweza kutuandikia watu wa kuosha hiyo market, at least our client wawe please kuingia kwa hii market.
Kuna vile ambavyo mvua ikinyesha sewage ina block, ambapo inakuwa ni shida katika soko, ambapo customer kuingia inakuwa ni tatizo na inakuwa inaleta madhara katika mambo ya chakula na mambo mengine.
In spite of the challenges, some markets are overcoming them and contributing billions of shillings to our GDP. One type of market to note under this category is a horticultural market. The horticulture sub-sector of agriculture has grown in the last decade to become a major foreign exchange earner, employer and contributor to food needs in the country. Currently, the horticulture industry is the fastest growing agricultural subsector in the country and has recently surpassed tourism in terms of foreign exchange earnings. Fruits, vegetable and cut flower production are the main aspects of horticultural production in Kenya. The subsector generates over $300 million in foreign exchange earnings. The total horticultural production is close to 3 million tons, making Kenya one of the major producers and exporters of horticultural products in the world, with Europe being the main market for Kenyan fresh horticultural produce. The industry has had remarkable growth, with exports climbing steadily from 200.6 thousand tons in 1999 to 346.1 thousand tons in 2003. The sub-sector earned Kenya 36.5 billion shillings in 2003, with cut flowers dominating horticultural exports, followed by a variety of fruits.
This is a critical area that we think should turn around. We have spent over 2.1 billion shillings this year alone in development of horticulture markets that will be located in the 210 constituencies across the country.
Kenya exported 16.5 billion shillings worth of cut flowers, 1.8 billion shillings worth of fruits, and 18.2 billion shillings worth of vegetables in 2003. A well-developed and dynamic private sector has profitably marketed a wide range of horticultural products to diverse international markets. A quick review of horticultural markets revealed the following facts. It earned 70.3 billion shillings in 2007, overtaking tourism 65.4 billion over the same period. It employs over 2 million Kenyans, with 80% operating in markets managed by local authorities. It is a source of revenue for local authorities and livelihood for over 80% of Kenyans. It is a likely source of disease due to absorption of toxins and heavy metals. It is a quick win for reforms on markets within local authorities.
This year alone, we have scheduled the upgrading of 5 wholesale markets. We are doing the Kakamega wholesale market. We are doing Wakulima. We are obviously doing Karatina as a wholesale hub, upgrading it from a wholesale market to a wholesale hub. Then we are redoing Kongoya market. We have already awarded the contract. We are doing a Koromone market in Meru at the cost of about 188 million shillings and making it a major hub for Eastern Province. We are doing Gatundu Usio Market. In Gatundu, we are redoing Bomet Market in the Rift Valley, and we are also doing a market in Eldoret. We expect the Minister for Finance to earmark the economic stimulus program next year to cover livestock markets. We are thinking about treating 2011-2012 as a year of the fish market. We want to do a major market for Kisumu.
On the local scene, the Markets Development Department is ensuring that the infrastructure is improved and organization more enhanced through involvement of stakeholders, especially the traders, in the management and decision making.
Right now, go into any market in this country and you will find we have established associations. The traders themselves are giving their views on how those markets should be managed.
The market's designs comprise enclosed markets, open-air markets, mixed markets that is part open and part enclosed. The Markets Development Department has prepared a market development strategy and a Market Development for Management Manual, also known as Manual 7, which is just among several instruments being used to implement the following measures. Provide for registration of all markets. Provide for categorization of all markets into 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, and 1 star. Provide for licensing of all markets. Provide for regulation of all markets in order to meet the required international standards. Facilitate private sector participation in both the development and management of markets, and encourage the participation of the stakeholders in the development process.
The local authorities are owners. They've got to allow the private sector to manage these markets. We want to have professional firms managing markets in this country.
All said and done, markets in Kenya will continue to play a crucial role in the socio-economic development of the country. As such, the myriad of challenges should be seen more as positive, because by tackling them, the Kenyan economy, which is agro-based, will even grow bigger. The beneficiary will be the farmer, the traders, and of course, the tax collector.